Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. This morning before I head out to work, I'm gonna marinate my pork chops. I have 4 pork chops. Let's see if I can read the pound on them. It's kind of blurry. Anyway, in other words, the print has worn off. I'm gonna make a little marinade. And I'm gonna start with a clove or 2 of garlic. It is allergy season in this part of North Carolina, and I am feeling it. So pardon me. 2 cloves of garlic. And I'm gonna marinate it in the fridge so that when I get home from work and I'm ready to start dinner, it will be ready to either go on the grill or into the iron skillet or into the oven. That's totally up to you. All right, I'm gonna put that into my little mixing bowl here. 2 cloves of garlic. Give my hands a wash. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper to taste. I'm not gonna use a ton of salt because I'm gonna use Worcestershire sauce, and that has a lot of salt in it already. So let's get about a teaspoon of black pepper, and let's get about a pinch or 2 of salt. You know, you can always add salt at the end, but you can't take it away. So we can salt and pepper it at the table if we need to. Okay, get in there. All right. Now, what we're going to do is juice 1 lemon. That'll give it that citrusy flavor that I'm looking for, and also it'll help break the meat down and tenderize it. Okay, get that out of the way. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to add some honey, some balsamic vinegar, some olive oil. Just made a mess. Lord have mercy. There we go. Some olive oil, some balsamic vinegar, some Worcestershire, and some honey. And I'm just going to eyeball mine. I'm going to do, I don't know, this balsamic vinegar, I'm going to do about a tablespoon. And then I'm going to do about a couple shakes of this, maybe a tablespoon or 2. I'm going to add just enough olive oil, not even quite a 1/4 of a cup, just so this meat will be suspended in that juice. And for sweetness, I'm going to add about, let's see, this honey's about had it. About a tablespoon of honey. Again, you can adjust this to your likeness. I'm gonna add a little more olive oil. And I'm gonna smell this. I'm gonna put a little bit more balsamic. Okay, this balsamic just like drizzles out. Glad I'm not in a huge hurry. Okay. We'll taste it too. Yep, that'll do it. So I'm gonna put this in a freezer-sized a gallon-sized freezer Ziploc, because that's what I have on hand. Now I'm gonna open these bad boys up and stick them in here. Then I can refrigerate them while I'm going to work today. Early bird catches the worm, right? Right. All right, let me trash that and wash my hands. You know, anytime you're handling meat, you gotta be a hand washer in between. And that's coming from a registered dental hygienist, okay? And one that's cooked a lot. That's not a bragging right, it's just a fact. Okay, I'm gonna take this and pour that marinade over these boneless pork chops. And you can use bone end, or you can use the same marinade for a pork tenderloin, or whatever you got. But that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna lay them flat on a plate in the fridge, and they'll be ready when I get home from work. We'll see you guys. Have a great day. Hey y'all, it's pork chops tonight. I have made a marinade and marinated these pork chops, and I'm gonna get to cooking them. Welcome to the page, Cooking, Cutting Up, Keeping It Real. Welcome to my kitchen. I have boneless pork chops for supper tonight, and I am gonna take my brother's advice, take over bro, and try some avocado oil. It is supposed to be more healthy, and it doesn't, you need to cook it at 500 degrees or less. The 500 degrees, like its heating point or whatever they call that. So I'm gonna put a little bit in my hot iron skillet. That should do it. I don't want to cover them in oil. I just want to cover the bottom of the pan in oil. Now, I like to cook with the iron skillet. I don't always cook with iron skillet, but I do find that when I do, it holds the heat more even, and I like that. Okay, so we're going to take these pork chops that I've marinated. Cookie, don't they look good? If you're a frequent flyer on the page, the hashtag Cutting Up Fruit, y'all are very familiar with Cookie, my Cocker Spaniel dog. All right, I'm gonna trash this. This is just a little bit of the marinade. You know what? I'm gonna pour a little bit over it, actually. Okay, now I'm gonna trash it. Yes, ma'am, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give my hands a wash. Get down. And I'm gonna bring y'all over here where you can see what I'm doing. I think the biggest learning curve for me starting out cooking years and years ago was getting it ready at the same time. Like getting your entree ready with your veggies or whatever you're serving with your meal. To me, that was the biggest learning curve. So while that is cooking, I have sweet potatoes in the toaster oven on air fry, and I'm putting my potatoes in there. Takes about an hour on air fry in mine. Anyway, everybody's differs a little bit. That's fine. You have to read up on your own device and your own equipment. But I'm gonna peel 4 Granny Smith apples. No, ma'am. There's nothing up there for you. The dog's in here. She's trying to smell everything. Those are eggs. You've already smelled those. I have farm fresh eggs down here too. Anyway, I'm gonna peel these. And I apologize, my allergies are giving me a run for my money. But supper has got to go on. I think there's a song about that. The show must go on, maybe. Cookie, you know in Moulin Rouge they sing The Show Must Go On. She don't know. Bless her heart. I don't think I've watched Moulin Rouge since I've had you have a girl. Definitely have to watch that at some point. Okay, I'm just gonna cut these apples up. No particular way. They're gonna cook down in the microwave in this dish. And I usually microwave them about 3 minutes, and then I take them out and look at them and stir them and see if they're done to my liking. I like them mushy. I like them firm. I like cooked apples about any way you want to cook them. So you'll have to gauge that with your own microwave and how it cooks, and maybe do like I do. Do a couple of intervals and then take it out, stir it, see what it feels like, see what it looks like. You can add brown sugar to it or cinnamon or both if you want to. I'm not gonna add anything. My mother-in-law, God rest her soul, used to fix these for us, and she didn't put any sugar on hers. She just cut them and put them in a cornware type dish and put a little bit of water over them. And that's what I'm gonna do. But like I said, if you want them sweeter and have that syrupy stuff on it, you know, brown sugar and cinnamon would be a way to go. Honey, if you want healthier. Honey. Get you some honey, honey. Cookie. I'll give you a slice of apple. Hold on. She loves veggies and stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Cook. Sit. Sit. Okay, don't get sideways. It's our family eating this food. And we all rub Cookie and love on her. She's a member of the family, aren't you, girl? Yes, ma'am. The wind is whipping here. You can hear something buzzing outside. I'm not real sure what it is, to be honest with you. And neither does the hubs. But nothing's falling off the house, thankfully. Thank you, Jesus. But something is loose that it's buzzing like that. But what do I know? I'm just a woman. Okay, I've mentioned it quite a few times. I don't know about everybody's wives, but with farmers' wives, and I've talked to a lot of farmers' wives in my day, and me being one, I always have a honey-do list for my farmer in the wintertime, because I know that when it comes down to planting season or harvesting season, that they don't have time to do honey-dos at home, because they work sun up to sundown, and they're hungry and tired when they come home. And that is not an insult to them. That's just a fact. That's a fact, Jack. Ain't that right, Cook? Sit. Good girl. Okay, last apple. And I don't have a fancy peeler. I know some people that do. I still stick with my handy dandy paring knife from Cutco. I use Cutco knives. I love them. Do I represent the company? No. It's just a good tip to tell you. My mama used them for years, and she has actually bought every grandchild a set of these to give to them when they get married. That's how much we love them in our family. If you ever use them, you'll never go back. Find myself sticking my tongue out because when I was little, I watched my mama cook, and she always, when she was she would do her tongue like this when she would spank us and stuff. I ain't lying. I can't make that up. And yes, we got spanked. Sure did. Okay, I'm gonna put I don't know, 3 tablespoons maybe, or a third of a cup possibly of water. And this is going into my microwave. Meanwhile, let's go check the pork chops. What do you think, Cook? Okay, they're looking good. Let me grab some tongs. Is our tongs clean, Cookie? Or did somebody put them in another spot? Heaven's sakes. Okay, I'm not going to use tongs. I'm going to use this fork, this meat fork. Because I don't, oh, there they are. Cookie, I hit them for myself. Y'all, do y'all talk to your dog? I do. I think she understands me. All right, that's looking good. I'm going to turn those over. Pork cooks pretty quick when it's sliced thin like this. And you don't want to overcook pork. It's okay to have just a tiny bit of pink in it. Google it though for yourself and do it for your liking and your safety and your stomach and your tummy and all that stuff. But I'm telling you, from a farmer's perspective, they need to be cooked. If they cook too long, they're going to be tough. Okay, no matter if you cook them like this in grease or if you put them in the oven, they're going to be tougher. So you want to kind of watch them and not overcook pork. I'm going to let that cook for probably, I don't know, however long it took me to peel those apples. I about said potatoes. And then I'm going to take them out and they'll be ready to go. We'll be good to go, girl. Yes, we will. And we can relax the body down after supper, can't we? I will show a picture of those in the beginning of the video. But that is what we're having for supper. Pork chops, apples, get down, and sweet potatoes. We'll see y'all soon. And thanks for always tuning in to cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. And I'll let you know how I like this avocado oil. Take over, bro. He's trying to help us sister out. Bye now.